Jonathan operates in complete transparency. What do I mean by that? Well, he tells David, what I observe, I will tell you. Okay? What does that mean? Here's what it means. What it means is that Jonathan is not going to be two-faced. He's not going to be two-faced. How many times have you been in a position where you tell one friend one thing and you tell another friend the other thing? Right? And you get in that place. Why? Well, because you're in no man's land and you just want to keep the peace and you don't want anybody upset with you. And there are so often when we will walk 10 miles around an issue to avoid having to deal with that issue. And so a lot of times in these delicate situations, one friend comes and they want to unload on another friend, and you just, you're gonna be one way with them, and then you meet with the other person, and you're a complete different way with them. And you won't operate in the truth. Now, Jonathan isn't two-faced. He says to David, look, I'm going to talk to my dad, and whatever he says, I'm going to tell you. Jonathan is steady, he's consistent, and listen, this is how healthy churches and families operate. This is how healthy churches and families operate. What do? We say the hard things. We speak the truth in love. And so if we're caught in this situation, and the next time you're caught in this situation, you need to understand, no, my responsibility is not to sit here in silence. My responsibility is not to join them in their slander, but rather my responsibility is to speak well of that person and to function as a peacemaker. And so I need to hear what this person says and say, look. And first of all, by the way, when someone comes to you, the first thing out of your mouth ought to be, hey, why are you talking to me? Man, you need to sit down and talk to them. That's the first thing. That's biblical. Man, go talk to them. Don't unload on me. And often what happens is people will, a Christian will give that lip service. Oh, yeah, I understand. But, I just need somebody to hear me. I just need to vent. How many times have you heard that? I just need to vent. Right? So you're going to spew all over me. All right. Well, then what you need to do is to say, okay, if you're going to spew all over me, then what you're going to hear from me is I'm going to correct you, I'm going to reprove you, I'm going to remind you. And you also got to know that I'm going to operate in complete transparency. That whatever you tell me, I'm going to tell them. Why? Not because they're your enemy and not because I'm siding with them and I now am your enemy. No, because I'm your friend. And this is what friends do. Again, Jesus said, blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall be called sons of God.